Coming up on tonight's video, Newcastle United 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Were Sheffield Wednesday that good, or were Newcastle that poor? Do we need another central midfielder signed because of the Shelby situation? And of course, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hello Newcastle fans TV, it's 12:30 at night. I've perked myself up a little bit. I was really down in the dumps. So Newcastle United 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1. As you've seen in the intro there, we're talking about a few things. How we do reviews, as all know now. We're going to look at the lineups first of all. So this is how Newcastle lined up. So they went with Darlow in goal, and then went with Anita at right back. Left back was Dummett. Two centre backs were Lascelles and Clark. Colback was very surprising coming in for recovering from his eye injury, replacing the suspended Shelby. Hayden alongside him, Richie on the right, Gouffran on the left, Diarmi in the 10, and it was Dwight Gale, so no Mitrovic again. Looking at Sheffield Wednesday in no particular order. They went Westwood, Fletcher, Reach, Lovins, Lees, Palmer, Hutchinson, Wallace, Pudil, Bannon, and Forestieri as well. So just going to go back to Newcastle, and so obviously Shelby not being around there, you know, with a question mark, was it the formation change that Rafa was going to do? I actually genuinely thought that he might do a formation change. I didn't expect Colback to be back from his eye injury, but he went for Colback and Hayden. I didn't want to see it, personally, those two, but if he's fit, then fair enough, you know. Let's talk about the game. So we're not going to go all the way through the chances. We'll talk about the first half and the second half. So we had an early chance where Diarmi rolled his man. The only ever time he really did in the game. They played it, Gale on the left, fires it, Westwood pushed it against the bar. Newcastle early signs were there, and you would have thought that Newcastle would then go on and then progress. However, Sheffield Wednesday kept the ball, they moved it around. They were really, really nice to watch going in the attacking third. Carl Darlow, we'll talk about him now. Carl Darlow had an outstanding game. Great first half, a double save in particular. That was outstanding. And also that second half save from the start of the second half where Fletcher should have scored. Darlow spread himself. So now you're looking at Carl Darlow. Carl Darlow, for me, man of the match by quite a clear distance. When you're at home and you're talking about your goalkeeper being man of the match, something's not quite right. Going into half time, obviously 0-0 Sheffield Wednesday, for me, slightly the better side, and then second half they were clearly the better side. They scored, yes, we know that Leuven scored from a corner. Even Darlow did brilliantly to save the first header, you know, but 1-0 down. Still had plenty of time, you know, still over half an hour to come back. Even a fight broke out behind me, man. That was the scenes that when Sheffield went. I don't know what went on. You'll see it in the match experience. A fight broke out behind us. Recorded a bit of it. It's on Twitter as well. So that was bizarre. Some Newcastle fans were taking it to heart. Perhaps, who knows? But was Mitrovic brought on too late? Was Atsu brought on too late? I wanted to say Atsu because he's very direct. Sheffield Wednesday, they were struggling against Atsu. They were a little bit worried. Pudil was a little bit worried about his pace. You put Richie to the left when Atsu come on, because Gouffran was awful. He was a ghost. I have to say, Mo Diarmi had a shocker as well. Sheffield Wednesday done the job on with. They really, really did. The only other chance that we had was the Atsu in the second half. But all in all, should we have had a penalty? Maybe, as you say on your screen there, is that a penalty? Did we lose the game because of the referee? No, we didn't lose the game because of the referee. We lost because I think, for me, Sheffield Wednesday made us look average. I don't think Newcastle played bad because of themselves. Sheffield Wednesday done a hell of a job on Carvajal did what a job he done on. When we didn't have the ball, they were literally on with. They were fouling a lot, don't get me wrong. They were fouling Dwight Gale so much, but it was a tactic that was working for them. Stop Gale having any access to the ball. That was a clear instruction, and it worked. In midfield, for me, Newcastle, Colback and Hayden were too deep. There was a big 30-40 yard gap to Diarmi, and Diarmi just wasn't getting enough of the ball. Whether more Diarmi, that was his fault, whether it's the team's fault, I think it's a combination of both, because Diarmi is a type of player where when he feels up for it, he'll perform. Dwight Gale didn't have any service. I think Richie in the first half had a great first half, very workmanlike, sorry. The fullbacks didn't really offer much. I think going backwards defensively, Dummett and Anita were really, really poor. Sheffield Wednesday's formation, how they were playing on the wings and coming inwards, which caused the fullbacks a lot of problems. Very, very through the middle, playing out, they're coming inwards, you know. Very passing move. Barry Bannon was dictating the play, he was switching the play from left to right. They've done a job on it. They've literally done a job, and you have to say that Sheffield Wednesday, in my opinion, so far this season, are the best team in at Cup St James Park. I know Wolves turned over 2-0, but that's a step up Sheffield Wednesday. And the support, the fans, I've said this for the second year running. Last year, when we were at the Cup game, the fans were brilliant. And this year, you've got to say, there's a good 4,000 or 5,000 at the top of the Milburn stanchion coming round, the Leazes End, Leazes End. Brilliant support, absolutely marvellous, very loud from the start to the end. They played the part. It's a shame that we couldn't put a show on the cameras on Sky Sports, but hey ho. What can he do? What can he do? That leaves me nicely on to transfers next then. So the transfer market's coming. We're only 4 days away, 3 days away now, 3-4 days away from the transfer window open. We've already signed a young striker, but he's going to be the under 21s. We'll do a video on him. Who do we bring in? I want some names off you. I want to get your comments down there below and get some names. For me personally, I would like to see Sigurdsson. I know that's probably a long shot, but I think Swansea are doomed. In a cheeky 15 million bid, surely he's got to get Sigurdsson, a man, that number 10 role. He'll guarantee you goals, and you'll know that we're coming in the Premier League as well. Another Loftus-Cheek, why not? Yeah, we need another centre midfielder. I think we need a winger as well. Jefferson Montero's is a shout for me. Thoughts, because I think I don't think we need a striker unless Mitrovic goes. But we're going to talk a little bit about Mitrovic now. Why is he only getting 10 minutes? Something's got to be not right, is it? I mean, maybe Rafa doesn't fancy him. I just can't get my head around it. Why is he not playing any minutes? I mean, tonight I would have took him on at least the 70th minute and go 2 up top. And he waited to the last 10 minutes. Brought Perez on, and Perez didn't do anything when he come on. I think we'll still win the league. I still think we'll go up. But yeah, Brighton might win tonight. They might draw, but hopefully QPR do a job on them, of course. But if they go top of the league, then fair enough. It's on merit. I'm not going to calm about that. Newcastle and Brighton are the best 2 sides in the Premier League. Looking at the league table now, the chasing pack have obviously brought it down now with the likes of Leeds, Huddersfield, and Reading all winning. I think it's still a healthy gap that Newcastle have. Nottingham Forest coming up on Friday. The return of that horrible fixture that we had away at the City Ground. Fortunately, the villains, the pantomime villain, Lansbury's not there, and Shelby's not there. Who would have thought that, But we'll move on. Let me know what you think of your comments section down there below. You can probably tell them a little bit down in the dumps as well. But well done, Sheffield Wednesday. Hope you see you in the Premier League. Hopefully with us next year. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.